written your own career plan. Why is it important that you need to actually plan what you're going to do and how you're going to do it? Because you will never get the job you really want unless you've thought it all through, you've written it all down, it's all in a plan of action. So few graduates do that. We've created a graduate action plan, a graduate career plan, and what we're going to take you through now is watching how graduates develop their own. You have to work out in your head what it is that makes you unique. What makes me stand out? Why am I unique? An employer who's looking for unique people, and he's very good at it. He's very, very, very good. So I'd like you all to watch the video now, and then Mimi's going to lead a short discussion on it, and then we're going into career action planning.
We're really looking for the right fit to the role, which is not about degree type. We have lots of different backgrounds go into trading steel. It's really about matching to the personality and skills to be a good trader, which in our world is first and foremost about an ability to spot opportunities to do deals, to put transactions together and build the relationships and negotiate and that side of it. At the same time, the other half is actually the execution of the trade. We're responsible for actually physically moving the product from A to B, which can be from China to South America or anywhere in the world. So we really need people who also have an eye for detail and can be good process managers and keep an eye on the detail and that each of the transactions is happening. From our perspective, that's quite a difficult mix, not necessarily sit well together, so it is quite a challenge, but that's what we're looking for. In all my experience, and I've been doing this a number of years, at the end of the day there's a very simple thing, is you've got to make yourself distinctive. Ultimately, markets can be more or less competitive, and so the pressures on that can be more or less, but the fundamental truth is there are a lot of graduates out there chasing jobs. Lots of people have good degrees, basic degrees, 2-1 from here, that don't expect that is, a lot of people seem to, that is just the ticket. I've got my 2-1 degree, right, give me that great job. That's not how it works for us. There are a lot of people like that. Many companies like ourselves who can take people from a wide variety of backgrounds. That doesn't help us narrow it down. So immediately we have to go further and dig deeper and look for evidence of these skills and characteristics that are going to be successful in our role. So to make that concrete for us, that entrepreneurial, that eye for a deal, that's what I look for. So I tick off the box, yes, A-levels, degree, fine. But then I'm looking for what else can have you done that demonstrates that. Not in a sense of a formulaic way, it can be lots of different things. I sold jewellery on eBay, I developed my own lawn care business, I started a society at university and managed the budget for that. I started my own football team. You're just looking for something that says, A, you stand out, and B, fits what we're looking for. So we're looking for leadership skills, we're looking for people who can work well with people, and that all comes outside, really, the specifics of the degree. And that if you don't do it, and you sit there and just study and come out, then you may not stand out, and there will be people who have that plus other things. Hard world, maybe, but unfortunately reality.
I sort of learned that at least in that particular sector, the degree you have, the specific degree you have, doesn't necessarily matter. And I thought in a sector like that it would do a lot more. But what they're looking for is just to use that as kind of a box-ticking exercise. Like, okay, he's good enough to stick with something for 3 years, he's got his degree, any degree, and now we want to figure out how he's built on that. Because that ultimately is going back to being unique. That's ultimately what makes you unique as a graduate.
Before you can create a really good CV for yourself, you must understand your own strengths and weaknesses. Palpably so. You have learned so far today about what it is that employers are looking for. This morning we spent some time talking about your levels and degree of emotional intelligence, which gives you an idea of your personal strengths and your personal weaknesses. You've started with all of this, you've done your strengths and your weaknesses, and particularly what you're going to do to work on your weaknesses. I want you to take a big piece of paper, write them down, then we're going to go on to these 4 walls, and we will see what common strengths we have, what common weaknesses we have, and then most illuminating is going to be different people's different ideas of how to correct their weaknesses. So suddenly, now you've got 3 best friends helping you. Okay? So, over to the whiteboard. Everyone here is going to talk about their own strengths and weaknesses and opportunities for improvement, and then I'm going to do a summary and find common strengths and common weaknesses. We're going to lead off with Mimi here. So talk us through this, Mimi.
My strength, I'm good at selling product, because most of my previous jobs, it was a sales. I was in a sales position where you need to reach a target every day or every month, and I always reached that target or exceeded the target, so I know I'm good at selling them. I'm good at following rules and procedures. It's also done to my education and culture background, because you need to follow what they tell you to do. You need to, so it makes me more able to follow all the company's procedures and rules. And I'm a team worker. I can prove that through my coursework study at university. I work in a team. I also, for my work experience, most of my job actually was based on teamwork. So you have to work with a team of people to reach a target or to reach an objective, otherwise you won't reach it. So I can tell I'm good at that. I'm more of an introvert. I keep to myself. It doesn't mean I'm shy, but I just keep to myself, and I'm more comfortable when I'm on my own and work on my own, but I can also work with other people. So I chose that as my weaknesses, because most of the jobs now you need to work with people, so I need to show them that I can do that, not only doing the work on myself. And I'm bad at numeracy, so that I can do basic maths and stuff, but actually once it becomes too much, I just can't do it. So I need to improve on that, and I can't express my feeling to people. I'm kind of let people not walk all over me, but just let them have their way while I'm sitting and looking at them. So in a way, it's not good for me.
So for my strengths, I've got I can work with others and work in a team, because I've done sort of various different kinds of management roles around the place, so I can sort of work well with others, and I've got good organisational skills, so I can sort of prioritise workload. I've done like administrative work and things like that as well. I've put diverse range of skills. I mean, I've kind of worked in different kinds of roles, so I've done sort of creative roles, I've done some technical roles, and like I said, I've done some management, and I've done some sort of administration as well. And the last one, creative, is more sort of degree related. I mean, I studied music, so I have that as a skill as well, and I think that's probably transferable, because you can be creative in a workplace even if you're not in an industry like music. You can still be creative, and it can still boost your sort of work output. Sometimes I don't speak up. Sometimes I can just sort of let somebody say something that I know is wrong or isn't the most productive way of doing something, and sometimes I don't speak up in that kind of sense. I get quite nervous sometimes. I think it just sort of goes from day to day, but sometimes I get nervous in certain situations, and that can potentially impact my work. And I need to express myself more. I need to be able to express my emotions more and communicate more with people around me in a professional way, in a much more emotive way.
All employers nowadays want somebody who can just join the team, and even though you're at the bottom of the team, you're at the bottom of the pack when you join a company, you still have to get your point across. You can't afford to let older people take advantage of you, just pile work up on you, and so on and so forth. So we will be working on, in interview skills, about how you can make your voice heard, but equally so in a tactful, in a discreet way. But you must show at interviews that you're no mug. You're very nice, you're a very empathetic person, but I don't want to let myself be walked over, because actually it's not very good for the organisation, that. Okay, and unfortunately in life in business, as in many things, there are people who will take advantage of other people's weaknesses, and an experienced HR person will spot that at an interview. So that'll be one of the things that we'll be working on. Okay.
Two main things I've come away from the session with are learning to get an idea of what employers are thinking during interviews, learning to sort of respond appropriately, and learning to be aware of the kind of things that they're looking for from me, and the kind of skills that I need. And the other thing was the strengths and weaknesses exercise, which I got a lot of benefit from. It was useful to have a list of what I considered to be my strengths and weaknesses, and then have other people look at them and prioritise them for me, so I could have some independent reflection on them. So those are the two main things.
Well, to have a career plan, it's very important to know yourself, your strengths and weaknesses to start with. So I found it really beneficial to map the strengths and weaknesses I have. And it wasn't only my own reflective idea of myself, because other people in the group had contribution as well to support or maybe object their ideas. I thought I have certain strengths or weaknesses, and from what other people said, I realized that maybe other people see me differently, so I have to sharpen my thinking about that. I can focus more and get the right things out.